A federal judge is saying that the Trump administration is defying his orders and is about to start criminal contempt procedures here against the U.S. government. This is now the second judge in 2 days saying that the White House, the Justice Department, are defying their orders and something needs to be done about it. Now, the latest case here is Judge Boasberg. We've been telling you about him for a while. He's been hearing a couple of the cases out of Washington, including the case regarding the use of the Alien Enemies Act. This is the wartime law from the 1700s that the Trump administration used to send more than 100 alleged gang members to El Salvador without going through a judge, without going through due process. Now, if you recall, back in mid-March, the president invoked this wartime act that's only been used during war in American history. He claims that the invasion by gang members is itself a war, so he invoked it in mid-March. There was an immediate case within hours of him invoking it, and Judge Boasberg heard that case. He said, freeze everything, do not deport anyone, and if any planes are in the air, please turn them around until we adjudicate this, until we figure out if this is constitutional. Now, ultimately, more than 100 alleged gang members, Venezuelan gang members, were sent to this prison in El Salvador. You might recall the Salvadoran president tweeted, oops, when he saw the headline. Nonetheless, the administration feels that they were in the right here. Now, the judge is saying, wait a second, I told you both verbally and written not to deport anyone until we figure this out. The White House and the Justice Department have been saying, well, the planes were already in the air, they had already crossed the U.S. border, you had no jurisdiction here. This case went up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court effectively overturned part of this judge's order to return those planes, but did say that moving forward, the Justice Department does need to go through a judge, that these alleged gang members still deserve notice, still deserve due process at moving forward. Now, they didn't address what to do about those 100 plus individuals that are already in prison in El Salvador who never got due process. The case has now been returned to that lower court judge, and he says, regardless of what the Supreme Court said, you defied my order. I told you to turn around those planes. I told you not to deport anyone. And there are questions here in regards to when the deportations happened, whether these planes literally took off while the court was in session. We will get those details conceivably here during these criminal contempt procedures. And this presents just the latest challenge here between the executive and judicial branches of government. The White House has been very aggressive here in saying that in some of these cases, they don't believe the judges have jurisdiction. This is U.S. foreign policy, and they can't be told what to do. The judge is saying, both in that Abrego Garcia case we've been telling you about, as well as this Alien Enemies Act, no, we do have jurisdiction here. So there is a divide here between the two.